Okay, while others joining, maybe we can recap what we gone through in the last session, and we'll take it from there. So next 2 to 3 minutes, we'll just go over the things what we discussed in the last session. So can someone tell me what are all the topics we covered in the last session?
Last session we are in the fetching option, one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Yeah. One is the fetching option, and then for the count, generally we can use only one ID, distinct option. For example, if we want to use a count and distinct option, we cannot use the multiple column names. We can use only one column name.
Mm-hmm. Count, distinct.
And count, distinct, and customer ID. Something whatever maybe you want.
Just list out the topics what we gone through.
Yeah. And then we talk about the aggregate functions.
Aggregate functions. Mm-hmm.
And some minimum, maximum, count, average.
Mm-hmm.
Then we talk about the order, how we are going to execute the program, like from, where, group by, having, select, order by.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is a function we are discussing about, I think so.
This is the last one. That's the important.
Where and have condition.
Mm-hmm. Group by and having. Right? So now tell me, what is the order of execution? SQL Server statement is SQL query. What is the order of execution? From which command SQL query will be executed? First one is
from where.
Where, okay.
And then group by, having, select, order by.
Perfect. So next question is, what is the main difference between where class and having class?
The where class we can take in, but filtering, both are filtering. The main difference between where and having class, where class we can use for the columns, and I class we can use for the aggregate functions.
Where for columns and having for aggregate
columns or whatever.
Okay, so can't I use the columns within the having class?
Pardon? Can you repeat one more time the question?
Can I use the columns in the having class? Columns in the having class.
We cannot use a column. We can use a columns having class, means no. Only for the that can aggregate function only, correct?
Anyone else have any different opinion?
Can you use the columns?
We can use columns. I mean, if you want to compare with a number, say if student is equal to 1, having student equal to 1, so I think we can use columns in having.
Yes, we can use. There is no restriction saying that you should only use the aggregate functions in the having, but you can't use the aggregate in the where class. That's why having function got invented. But in the having, you can directly have the without using the where class, you do the group by, then having class also you can put. That's not an.
But my question, I think so we can use, but we can use separately. Where whenever we occurring where and having class both occur in the same query, we cannot use, correct?
We can use technically, but the best practice is use the columns in the where class so that it will be filtered, because that is the order of execution, right? So if you go for the having class, means it has to first group by, then do the having, which means if you have the million records, the million records should be grouped by, then do the filter out. instead of that one, if you use the where class, let's assume 100K records gone with the filter. Then having the where class is much advantage, because before getting to the group by, you already filtered out whatever the columns you don't need it, what are the rows you don't need it, right? That's why your volume for the group by is more reduced and specific, so that it gives a better performance for you. So yes, you can use either in the where class or in the having class, but using in the where class is the best practice. Okay, that is.
For example, my question is, sir, if you in the same query can use both.
Yes, you can use the both.
We can use the both. In that particular query, can we apply for the ID class of the column?
Your voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking. In the same query, you can use.
No. What I'm asking, that is I understood. In the same query, we can use a where class and ID class, and if you can use in the both in the query in the where and ID class, but in the most of the time, or maybe we have to apply where class for the only columns, ID class can only apply for the aggregate functions.
That's right. Okay. Let's start over the things. Yes. So basically, having class, the only rule being only those columns used in the group by class cannot be used in the having class. That's right, because you already grouped the things. Then your columns will be available only to the next class for the having class. So you should have those columns in the group by. Otherwise, you can't avail those things in the having class. That is the order of execution. Okay. Now my second point is, now how can we identify the duplicates in a given table? Okay.
Using distinct word.
Yeah. So basically, identify duplicates in the table. So does the table has duplicates records or not? Let's take, you have the employee table where the employee ID is there, employee name is there, EMP name, EMP ID, name, date of birth. So you want to see in your table, do you have the duplicate employees? So do we have the duplicate employees? So identify, does we have any duplicate employees? Okay. Now, can someone tell me how we already have the table called, let's take the table, the online store, we have the table called employee, right? So let me bring the table here. So why it is not returning the value? Why it is not returning the value?
Master database.
Perfect. So
change the database.
Yes, we have to change it to the database. Okay, now based upon the employee ID, I want to see, do I have any duplicate records? Okay, so whenever someone asks you, okay, what is the query to identify the duplicate records? So the first question you should ask them is, what is the criteria to define is that a duplicate record or not? What is the criteria to identify whether it is a duplicate or not? Am I considering the employee ID to identify the duplicate, or the first name last name combination is the duplicate, or some other email ID is the duplicate, or SSN is the duplicate? What is the criteria? Which column I should consider as a duplicate column? If this value repeated, then I can consider as a duplicate. That was the question we should get clarified ourselves. Is it make sense? Right. So we should understand first on which column we need to identify the duplicate. Now tell me, the concepts what you learned till now will help you to identify is there any duplicates in the table or not.
Yes, we can identify
use a distinct
We can use the
employee ID
to
a distinct employee ID from table to identify the duplicates.
So distinct employee ID identify the table to. Let's take, I have here. So the one way you are telling is Can you tell me using the distinct, how can I say?
Count of employee ID group by employee ID will be greater than 1.
Yes, Prashanti. Yes, I'm coming to that. That is another option too. That is the ideal way. But I just want to clarify on the distinct option. Yes, you're right. So now option 1. Someone mentioned me distinct. Okay. So using the distinct, how can I say whether the duplicate record or not? Whether there is a duplicate record in the table or not? So maybe your option is what you are telling is select count of 1, first count of employee ID from table HR dot table employee, this one, and I have the count here. Then I will have the distinct count, one more count, EMPID from HR dot table employee. By comparing these two result sets, okay, both are returning the 4 value, so there is no duplicates. If there is a thing, then there is a duplicate. That's what are you mentioning, or is there anything else?
I think so. We can find out, see, duplicate in the table means, first of all, what is considered?
I think Kushbu, you mentioned by using the distinct, right?
Yes, sir. That the second option, the second query you wrote, I think it may help.
It will just give you the what are the distinct employees, but how can I say whether there is a duplicate or not? If I have one record, distinct will give me 1. If there is a 2 record, distinct will be 1 record. But how can I know whether it has a 2 records or 3 records or 4 records? So by using this one, it's not possible. So one way is
Sir,
yeah.
we can find out this way, sir. Actually, for example, that if we can use alias name for example, table 1, we can alias name, and can when differentiation between these two tables, one table we can use a distinct one, another table we can use it without distinct word.
That's what I mentioned. So basically, if you see the results at 4 here, you are saying that there is no change in the number. So both numbers are same. So there is no duplicate. That's not also true, because okay, let's take there is a employee table where it has 1122. Another table has 1122. 1122 will give you the 4 only, right? So 4 records. If you go for the distinct and you have the 5 records, let's take the 1122 like this. So the distinct won't help you in all situations, okay? And you have to write the multiple queries to get this one. The best option, except clause also not, Shruti, because except clause to just to see the result set between the first table 1 to table 2. So if you have the result set, 2 result set, to compare the 2 result sets. So except clause purpose is that one. The best option is the group by. When you group by the employee and checking the when you group by the things, it will group the employee wise. So in each bucket, it must have 1 row only. If it has the more than 1 row, then there is a duplicate, right? When you bucketed by employee ID, so your bucket should have, each bucket should have 1 record. If it has the more than 1 record, means it has duplicates simply. So group by employee ID having count of employee ID or the count of 1 greater than 1. If it has the more than 1 value, which means that record got duplicated. So if I write like this, select EMPID, where I need to return out which employees has the duplicate values from HR.TVL employee group by EMPID. What it will do, it will do the result set each employee wise. So, and then I'm checking each bucket how many records I have. So having count of EMPID or the 1, you can give count of employee ID. If it is greater than 1, which means that will filter out wherever the record has been the duplicate records, right? Suppose if I run this one, what would be my output? If I print this one, what will be the output for us?
For this particular table, I don't think so there will be any output because we don't have duplicate record.
Exactly. You are right, Divya. So we don't have any duplicates over here. That's why it should not return anything for us. Okay. let me go ahead and update one table. So instead of checking in the employee ID, I want to check on the employee name, something like that. Let me see other data sets, what I have. Okay, if I go by this one also, I don't find any duplicates. Then let me update one record where I want to update employee ID 4 to employee ID 2. So can someone tell me the query? Update HR.
Update table name, set set employee ID is equal to
Lax, I will come to after this query.
4, where employee ID
Yes, where
is equal to 2.
exactly, where EMP ID is equal to 2. So I'm setting back this employee ID 2 to 4. I asked the 4 to 2, right? Whatever it is, that's fine. Okay, you got the point. So we just updated one record. Now if I go, there is 2 records with the employee ID 4. So if I run this one, employee ID 4 is coming, right? This employee ID 4 has the duplicate records. Is it clear or any questions? Lax, I think you have some question.
No, my question is last class. Whenever having a group by only, my question is, we can use having in the query only if group by only, correct?
Yeah, having will be.
Can you clear my question one more time? So what I'm asking that one, if you, whenever we are using the same class,
yeah, must have the group by class. Having
class. No, without group by class, we cannot use having class.
Yeah, having class will take the columns from the group by whatever you have mentioned. Okay. So now my point is, this is a very common question. Wherever you go to any interview, this is the first common question people will ask you. Hey, can you write a query to identify the duplicates in a table? Now you got that one, right? So identify the duplicates means the row should have more than one. The row should have more than one means which combination should have more than one. Which combination more than one means that combination you have to specify in the group by class. So then you just group the items together by that combination and counting the records with that one. That's give you the duplicates records in the given table.
But actually, but always we are asking a immediate question is which column we are asking for the duplicate records. That's correct?
That is that's based upon the table what they mentioned to you. Let's take if they mentioned hey, can you find the duplicate records in the employee table? Then you can say like this. 2 ways you can communicate always, right? Say, hey, I'm thinking employee ID is my key in the table. I am going by the finding the duplicates by using the employee ID. Or could you please suggest me what combination are you thinking as a duplicate? So there is a 2 ways to communication. Yes, it can be combo of more than one columns or it can be one columns. So that's fine. So you just need to check on that part. Okay. Now I have another question.
Sir, what if it is not this employee ID and some other table where it is a name or something like that? Then how will we have to write a query for that?
What if it is not an employee ID and some other columns?
Yes.
So let's take in the same employee table we have the employee name, right? So is your question is how can I write a query checking by using the employee name as a duplicate or not?
Yes, sir. Yeah. That's what I'm asking.
So
if
then,
it is something else like a date of, I mean, like name or something like that.
So whatever it is, right? That's what I mentioned. So you tell me. You can tell. Okay, you tell me what change you will make by if you want to check the whether it is a duplicate or not based upon the first name last name. Then you just need to change the group by, right? So you need to change the first name, comma, last name, L name. So I don't have the first name ready. F name, comma, L name, combination. Okay, and In the count function, you can just give the count of 1. That will check that bucket. So basically, it's simple. Okay, logic is simple. It is grouping the things together by using the columns what you mentioned in the group by clause. Okay, in the group by clause, if you mention 1 column, it is bucketing based upon that column. If you mention 2 columns, it's bucketing based upon 2 columns. If you mention 3 columns, it is bucketing based upon 3 columns. So all the columns combined together, it will just group the items together. Each bucket, it will count the records. If the count of the records is greater than 1, then it means it is a duplicate.
Okay.
Sir, but actually, one question, why is given count 1, sir, here?
So count of 1 or the count of star or count of the column name, both are the same. That's why I just give the count of 1. Okay, you can give the
count of 1 always looking for the maybe employee ID or something as a primary key, something like that.
No. The columns, whatever available in that group, the columns available in that group, that's fine. Okay, so the next question we have is, okay, let's take, I want to get the
instead of that we can give the first name like that one instead of 1.
You can give.
Yeah. We cannot give both the names, both column names. Only one column name only we have to mention. Correct?
L name or first name, or you can give the star, something like that. If you want to mention more than one columns, all the columns, you can mention the star.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
That is the count function what will end. So my next question is, okay, sometimes what will happen is you want the grouped column, you want the grouped column along with the other things. Let's take. So Shruti, why we can't use the except clause? Okay, except clause to understand whether the two result sets are same or not. If you want to use the except clause, how would you identify the duplicates? Duplicates means the number of records more than 1. The count is greater than 1. That is the count, right? So if you use the except clause, that's just the result set. One result set has 100 rows, another result set has the 100 rows. Whether these 100 records are matching with that 100 records, that is the concept of except. Except clause can't be used for the identifying the duplicate records in the table. Is it clear, Shruti, or still you have any question? I'm not able to hear you, sorry. Maybe you are mute. Just unmute yourself and come back. Okay, she will come back. So the next question is, sometimes what will happen is, let's take, you want the maximum salary in each department. You want the maximum salary in each department, or the maximum paid amount in the transaction, something like that. Okay. So sometimes you need to get the aggregated value along with the non-aggregated columns. But for the group by class, if you use the group by class, all the columns in the select class must be in the aggregate function or in the group by class. That is the rule, right? So you can't give, okay, select salary, comma, sum of salary or the max of salary. Shruti, do you want to talk now?
Yes, sir. Sorry, I had some issue with this audio.
No problem.
What I was trying to say is, can we use select employee ID from the table name, and that is one statement, and one more as select distinct employee ID from the same table name.
Okay.
So that one will have all the values, one will have just the distinct values, and then we can use except function to compare.
I will tell you. Okay. Okay. First, select employee ID from the HR table. What it will give? It will give the, let's take the 2, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay. The second one will give you 2, 4, 6. Okay. Except this, whether this record exists in this 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay. The next one will give you 2, 4, 5, 6, right? So the except clause, what it will do, it will take this result set and it will check whether this value exists here or not. Yes, it is exist once. That's fine. It come here, it will take whether 2 exist here. Yes, it is exist here. Whether 4 exists here, yes, 4 is exist. 5 exists, yes, 5 is exist. 6 exists, yes, 6 is exist. So everything exists in the second result set, then the result set will be null.
Okay, okay. Okay, sir, I got it now. Thank you.
No problem, yeah. So that is the except clause. It won't check for the duplicates of the things.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Now my question is, sometimes we have a situation saying that, hey, what is my salary? What is the maximum salary in my department? So if you want to get the salary of the employee and the maximum salary where he is in his department, max of salary, something like that. If you want to get these two columns by using the group by, it is not possible, right? So it will throw the error saying that, hey, you are using the non-aggregated column. It must be either in the group by or in the aggregated function. Did we see that error earlier, right? So suppose if I want to get my year-wise, total year-wise sales, comma, what is the sales in that month or in that transaction? Let's take, there is a table called order lines. So here you have the quantity. Let's take, what is the total quantity I have in that month? What is the total quantity I have in that month, or the what is the total quantity against on that day? So if I want to get the select quantity, comma, sum of quantity from this table, if I write like this, it will throw the error for me, right? It's saying that either I have to include this quantity in the group by class, or it should be in the aggregate function. So always it is required, you must have all the columns in the select class either be in the group by or in the aggregate function if you use at least one aggregate function. So there are the situations saying that, hey, what is your salary against your total salary in your department? What is your salary and what is the total sales in that month? So you want to compare the non-aggregated columns against with the aggregated columns. You guys got my point? You got the question what I'm trying to answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So some aggregated columns along with the non-aggregated columns, if you want to get with the single select query, it is not possible with this combination. You have to use the inner join queries and all these things. To solve that issue, we have one more class called the over class, over method, over. Okay. This is the, if you use the over method, you can get the non-aggregated columns and the aggregated columns both on the same column. Let's see how we can do. The syntax of this over class is in the select class. Over function is within the select, but it would take the three kind of parameters. Over, one is partition by, next one is order by, next one is rows or range. Okay, this is very important function. It can solve a lot of the your analytical queries issues by using this over class. If you understand this one, you can answer the like couple of questions. One is aggregated columns with the non-aggregated. Second one is you can use the over clause with the ranking functions like rank and the dense rank, dense underscore rank, row number and entile. These are the ranking functions. We'll talk about each one of them. Okay, so you can answer the you can execute with the over clause for all these functions. Next one is you can use the aggregated functions like sum, minimum, maximum, average. So you can use the aggregate functions along with the over class, or you can use some analytical functions. Analytical functions, that's called lead, lag, first underscore value, last underscore value. We'll talk about each one of them. So let me talk about the whatever the thing I mentioned, right? I want to see the total sales for the year along with the current transaction sales, or the total quantity for the year and along with the current quantity for this transaction. So you want to get the normal transaction, and the other one is sum function. So, but if you want to get for the total year, right, which means you need to group by year. Instead of using the group by, in the over clause, you can do the partition by year, so that your result set can be partitioned by each year. So it is bucketing, since the replacement for the group by clause in this scenario is partition by clause. So by using the partition, you can get the things done. Let me explain you in detail. Okay, I can write like this. Select, I want to get the quantity in this transaction, and sum of unit price or sum of quantity over partition by some date, whatever the date we have, year of what data we have here. Let me see. Let's take the picking completed when, that is our date, something like that. Okay, picking completed when. I'm taking this date to define my year wise. Copy with header. A partition by year of from the table name. From the table name. Okay, suppose if I execute this one, see, each year wise. So if you want to get the year also, you can get that one. Okay, here, comma, year of, or you can get all the columns also, that's fine. Sum of quantity, this one, comma, star. See, this year, 2013, where it is. There is a null. Okay, let me take off the nulls. Okay, all the nulls is considered as do one. If you see here all 2015, it will show the same number. So this is the total sales in the total quantity in the 2015. Okay, and each transaction was, I have the information. So I'm getting the aggregated value along with the non-aggregated columns. If I want to get the only the aggregated value, generally what we need to do, group by function and sum of this one, right? So group by function, sum of this one. Then you guys are able to follow?
Repeat that one more
Sir,
time.
I'm a bit confused. I'm not getting this.
Okay, no problem. So let me explain here. So the question here is, okay, we want, let me tell you for the 2015 where, okay, year of picking completed when is equal to 2015. So these records all related to the 2015, right? Where the picking completed on 2013. So I want to get all the transactions first thing. Let me Control X, Control C, Control X. So what this query will written to me? All the transactions happened in 2015. Is it clear?
Yes, that's clear.
Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
here I want to get, okay, what is the total quantity I had in 2015 also as one of column here. I want total quantity what happened in this year also. I need a column. So why I need a
Okay.
column like that? So sometimes let's take a month wise. What is the total sales in your month and what is the sales you have in a day? Whether it is a less than 10% or less than 5%. I just want to check my sales in today is the total of less than 10% of my total sales or the greater than 10% of my total sales on that month. You got my question? That kind of analytical question, if you want to answer, you need the aggregated value also. So in other example, you have a person who is drawing the maximum salary in your department. Okay. And his salary is, let's take 50K. And your salary is 30K. What is the difference between your salary and the maximum paid employee salary? What is the difference between your salary and the maximum paid employee salary? If you want to get for each employee, so you need two columns. One is your salary, another one is maximum paid employee salary. So maximum paid employee salary is the aggregated value, right? By the department wise. So you need one non-aggregated column, one aggregated column, side by side. Are you able to follow? Okay, let me explain through that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's take.
Can you take smaller, sir? Can you take small table instead of that one? Maybe I understand the better way. It's
Exactly.
not only convenient.
That's what I'm doing. Okay. So instead of talking, I'll just write down here. Okay. So EMP1 is salary and DEPT, and let's take employee 1 is there and his salary is 10K. Okay, 10,000. Department is engineering. Okay, 2 is there and his salary is 20K. 2,000. Let's take engineering. So 3, 5,000. Okay, engineering.
You're getting 50,000.
Yeah, 4 is there and let's take the 2,000 in the testing, and 5 is there, something 7,000 in testing. Now the question is, okay, question is, give me the difference between employee salary against his maximum salary in his department. Maximum salary in his department. Is the question clear? First thing.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So now tell me, what would be your expected output? So you must have all this information. You must have all this information, and you need one more column, max salary in the department, right?
Yes.
Salary in the department. So in the department. So if you want to get the maximum salary in the department, so what is the maximum salary in the engineering?
50,000.
50,000. So it should be 50,000 here. It should be 50,000 here. It should be 50,000 here, right?
Correct.
Yes.
It should be the 7,000 here.
Yeah.
7,000 here. So if you want to get this column in your query, what should you do? You should use,
Aggregate function.
yeah, you should use the group by department. So you should get the group by department,
Group by
and max of salary.
max of department. Max of salary.
So the only
Why is required group by, sir? We can directly get the maximum salary in the particular department, correct?
But you need the each department wise, right? If you have the 2 departments or 10 departments.
Yes.
So max salary in each department. Each department, right? So you will write like this: select of max of salary from TVL underscore EMP group by okay, 1 minute, group by DEPT, like this, right? So you can give the DEPT name also here. Now the question is, you just got the department name and maximum salary. How about the salary of the employee and all these things? So again, you have to join these two result set to get the information, right? So you want to get the,
for example, if not give the group by, it's showing only for the all the organization level, correct? Maximum salary.
it will just give you the 50,000
directly. Yeah.
Okay. So, and you can't use the DEPT over here if you don't use the. So to avoid this situation, you want to join this one and all these things. If you just, for these columns, you will do the common select EMPID salary comma DEPT. But for this one, instead of using the group by, what we can do, sorry, we can just, for the alternative for this one is select EMPID comma salary comma DEPT. First three columns I got the same as is, but for the next column I need to get max of salary for what, over partition by DEPT as max salary. Is it clear? So for the maximum salary in the department, we can use the over clause to partition your records by the department. Okay, then it will do the all the group bucketing, and it for this department, what is the maximum salary?
Sir, the both are the same. What you written here, the both will give the same results, correct? Select max salary department from the both group by department, will give same salary.
No,
same results.
This one give you just the maximum salary, but it won't get you the other columns here. If you want to get the other,
I'm not talking about other column. I'm talking about only for the maximum salary over partition by department. So whatever you are getting, the maximum salary department will get the same results, correct?
Same
results. Will not be much.
Same results. But the catch over here is, this is along with the other columns. That is the main catch. If you want to append with the other columns here, you have to join these two result sets. Here you don't need.
No, for example, if we are using the group department, we cannot get other columns.
If you use the other columns, if you use the employee ID, this will take as one bucket. In this bucket, what is the maximum salary? 10,000 only. So you'll get the only 10,000. If you use the employee ID here, this is one bucket. So each row will give the same salary. It won't give you the maximum salary in the department. Okay. So the group by column against with the other columns. Is it clear?
Yeah, can you repeat one more time, sir? Can you repeat the last sentence one more time?
So if you want to get,
no, this is clear, sir. This is clear. This is clear. It's very clear about the over partition department. Talking about the group by department, if you're using employee ID,
so if you use,
then you mean to say that one.
Let's take, if you use the employee ID here, okay, then what will happen? It will take the department and employee as a one bucket. So one and department is one bucket. In this one, what is the maximum value? 1,000. So it will give you the only 1,000, 10,000.
No. I want to use this employee ID in the select column, not by group by department.
If you want to use the select column, it has to be have in the group by column if you are using the group by. Otherwise, it will throw the error. That is the main catch, right? You just can't use the employee ID here, group by department. This is wrong. This will throw the error.
Oh.
Okay. That's why the over by clause invented. So by using the over by clause, before to over by clause, you can write any aggregate functions like the max salary, min salary, or the sum of the salary, like that. Are we guys clear here? Over by clause.
That is, I understood very clear that over clause is only we can use if you want getting additional columns names. You want to use this particular query, correct?
Exactly.
Okay, I got it.
Others? Anyone else has any other questions? Okay, now the same way, let's take, you want to get the who is the maximum paid employee, first maximum paid employee, second maximum paid employee, third maximum paid employee. If you want to get the first, second, third, those are the ranking or the row number, right? So if you want to give the order or the 1, 2, 3, 4, or if you want to give the rank for each record, then you can use the rank functions along with the group by class. So we have the ranking functions, we have like this, right? So we have the row number, first one is row underscore number. Next one is rank. Next one is dense underscore rank. Okay, we have like this. So now let's take the row number. It will just give you the, let's take here the salary or the marks, student marks. Okay, marks is it is 100, something 98 or 98, or next one is 97 or 95. This is the marks. Okay, and this is the, I did the order by descending. Now order by like this come, right? Then if I apply the row number, it will give the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 simply. If I use the rank function, it will give you the first rank. This is the second rank, and this one also the second rank. This is the fourth rank. This is the fifth rank. If I use the dense rank, it is the 1. This is the 2. This is the 2. This is the 3. And this is the 4. Okay.
So why is the difference between those rank and dense rank? Because after the rank number 2, it should come to 3 only, but in rank it is showing 4.
Yeah, that is a problem. Rank function. Sometimes some exams, they will just skip the continuous ranking and discrete ranking. There is a two concepts. The continuous ranking is this one. Okay, sometimes what will happen is they just want to match the number of students. Okay, first record.
No, the continued rank. But generally, if you dense ranks will be there, may not having the 2 will be there. Only one having the 1 rank.
No.
I'm talking about the reality. For example, if you take in any grade score, the one person having only 1 rank may not having the 2 ranks. But percentage,
if you go to any exams in India or somewhere, what it is, if people are getting the same results, same marks, it will give the same rank. So first rank and second rank for the 5 people. Next, instead of third rank, they can give the 6th rank or 7th rank or the third rank. There is a 2 systems. So if you use the rank system, rank function, the results will be like this. If you use the dense rank function, the results will be like this.
No, but this is not clear. So 98 is the second rank, 98 is the second rank. Is not clear actually.
Why not? People are getting the same marks. How could you differentiate which one get to the second?
No. If you can observe in that one, if the person are getting same marks, then they are going to look at the priority wise, maybe which subject is got.
What all the combination if it's the same, what will you do?
They will go for the age. They will go for the age.
All the combination means all the parameters what you mentioning. Okay. So here we are not talking about how the educational system or other systems are working.
No. Because I know not. Because my question is I want to understand the exactly dense rank. That's what I want to. My intention was I want to understand the dense rank. What exactly real scenario is applicable.
Dense rank will give you the continuous ranking. If the both people are having the same marks, it will give the same rank. But the next one is the next one, very immediate next one. Okay, the rank function will count number of records what you have. The next one will come. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is the rank. Dense rank is these 2 are the already done. So the next rank is 3. Okay, this is the dense rank. The functionality wise, if you use the rank, you will get the ranking like this. If you use the dense rank, you will get the ranking like this. Now tell me, if I want to get the second maximum paid employee or the third maximum paid employee, which rank I can use?
Pardon?
Second maximum paid employees. I want the second maximum paid employees, or the second, third maximum, or the fifth maximum. I can go for the dense rank, right? Other situation, yes, dense rank. If the situation people tell that okay, don't about that one, I just need the continuous discrete ones, then I can go for the rank. So based upon your query, by using these things, simply you can answer those nth maximum question. So the question is like this. Let's take in this table, which record has the maximum quantity? Which record has the maximum quantity? Then I can simply write select star comma rank dense underscore rank, okay, over partition by which one partition? Year of. Let's take the year wise. Year of, picking the same thing, and you need to specify the order by clause. Order by quantity. Let's take the quantity descending, right? Ascending means the small one start come first. So if I give like this, for each record, it will apply the ranking. First, the first question, it will go.
Sir, if you don't mind, sir, can you please write the same query for the what you are using the table in the Excel sheet?
We don't have the
And then
data, right? We don't have data here, right? That's why I'm not using.
No. The problem is because I'm not comfortable what your tables are using. During the time I was not there. The Excel, the previous.
You have to write down the table, sir. Basically, we don't have the table created and data loaded. Okay, by considering the time, whatever the table we have, just we are going that one. So we can just load the data. You can create the table, load the data, write this query. If you are facing any issues, I'm happy to help you. Okay, so here.
The column name quantity should be capitalized Q in quantity.
That is not the issue. It is telling that picking completed when is not correct. So maybe I misspelled somewhere.
The from is not there in the query.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. We're missing the from clause. Okay, from the table. Okay. So what it will do, let's see here. Let me order by quantity also. Order by quantity. So then you can easily understand how the ranking system works here. See here, the maximum quantity, okay, descending. Let me write the descending. The total 61 records are there. 61 ranking is there. So let's take here 360 quantity. All the 360, it give the one dense rank, right? So whenever the 360 changed, it should give you 2. If I use the same thing, but with the rank function, if I use the same thing, but with the rank function, instead of just the dense rank, if I use the rank, see here, this is the first one is the dense rank. Okay. I just want to give the differentiation. So first one is the dense rank. Both are the same here in this point, but whenever it comes to the 324, the rank has 2. Dense rank has a 2, but the rank has, there is a 55 records till that point. So it starts from the 55. Next one. For next combination, it's all go to the 2. This is all go to the 55. Whenever the situation comes, it go to the 3, and the dense rank, rank will go to the 121. Is it clear? Now, if someone asks you what is the second maximum quantity, you can take this one as one result set. Just write the where rank equal to where dense equal to 2, right? So just take this one is the result set. Then I can just write select star from and x. Let's take this where x dot dense is equal to 2. This is the second maximum quantity. All the records with the second maximum. What happened? 1 second. column name was specified for the column. So here the column name must be, so here it is the rank, rank one, let's say. The internal columns must be here. You see here, all the where 2 equal to means all must have the 324. If I ask what is the third maximum, you can just simply change here. These are the third maximum records. Are you understanding? And the first maximum, second maximum, third maximum, nth maximum to get this question answered. By using the ranking function along with the over by clause, we can do this one. Clear?
You can repeat one more time, sir, this one. It's not clear for me.
So same thing, sir. We have done the same thing. We just use the rank function with the over by class. Okay. So the partition I have used the year wise, and the order wise the quantity. So the quantity whatever we have here, based upon this order for each year. Okay. What is the maximum quantity? The maximum quantity we got the 360 something like that. Second maximum is 354. Third maximum 38. So if you run this part, it will give you the all the records, and it will give you the dense rank and ranking based upon the quantity and the year what we selected. So based upon the year and the rank, we got all the information over here. Now if you want to pick up what is the first maximum, then you just need to use this one as a subquery where the dense rank is equal to 1. That is the first maximum. Dense rank to
what is meaning of dense here? The extra dense means?
That is the rank what we got by using the dense rank function.
New column name created.
Yeah, new column name got created by using the function called dense underscore rank.
Dense.
Okay, so that's a new
Rank is the column, new column created by using the rank function. The differences you got it over here. Okay, so yeah, practice it. Okay, it first time at a first stage it may a little bit confused for you. Just write 1 or 2 queries yourself. Try to get the first maximum or the fifth maximum, nth maximum using the ranking functions using the over by class. And tomorrow we'll go through the lot more over by class usage, like the how can we use the over by class with the lead and lag. Okay, today in this month my total sales is 500 million. What is my sales in the last year same month? In this month I have sales of 500 million. What is my total sales last year same month? What is my sales next year this one? So if I was in 2016, what is my sales in 2017? What is my sales in 2015? So to go through the previous year and forward year, we can use the lead and lag functions along with the over by clause. And we have the questions like this: what is your MTD? What is your QTD? What is your YTD? MTD means each day wise what is the sum of value to the end of the month. Okay, YTD means till that year. Okay, we are in the March 6th now. Okay, till this point what is your total sales? That is the YTD. So you can get the MTD, YTD, QTD, those questions answers with the over by class. Okay, we'll go to write those queries MTD, QTD, YTD tomorrow. Okay, now I would like to introduce the next things. Okay, the business intelligence workflow. Okay, this is what I'm trying to talk about now. This is for our future classes. Okay, I want to give you the overview of what we are going to be covered in the future class. That is going to be start from the next week, which is the paid version. And I would like to give you the overview of what we are going to be covered and how it's going to be useful for you, and what kind of roles you are going to be can attend or achieve by taking the training. So I would like to give the overview of that training, what we are going to be covered, and give the how to enroll that information. Those things I would like to talk about you. Okay. So till now we just learned about how to store the data, right? So some application, there are some application like your website or some front-end people will just upload the data, right? They will just your applications are front-end people will just try to save the data. Your data is going to be stored into some kind of databases, right? So your data going to be so database, either it could be the SQL or Oracle or MySQL any other format, or your data can be stored into some kind of flat files also, right? So let's say if your data is going to be stored into some flat files, sometimes your data is going to be stored into some kind of CRM systems, right? So somewhere you store all your data, so it's kind of some CRM system, some CRM. This is all called the database management system, right? That's what we are learning now. This is all database management systems, DBMS, or we can call it OMTP, Online Transactional Processing System. Online Transactional Processing System, which means you created your databases for the transaction purposes, and so now you stored all the data. Then your organization or the industry want to get the insights about the information. You stored all the information, a lot of information. There is a business people or the CEOs or CTOs or the analysts, they want to get the insights about your data, and they want to understand how the data being created, how it's being attended, how people are satisfied, what is my sales, where I'm getting more sales, where I'm getting less sales. So they want to understand, analyze the data, right? The business insights. So there is a business analyst. So there is a kind of the business analyst or the CTOs or the functional group managers. They want the data. So what we will do, if they want some data, what we will do, we'll write some queries and we'll give it to them, right? So then what we will do, they can connect to these machines. They can connect to this, whatever the systems you connected. They can connect and get the data. Someone can mute yourself. I'm getting a lot of breath. Okay, now it's good. So are we clear here? So basically your applications will store the data. There are the people who looking for the information. They want to understand the business. They want to improve the business. They want the data. So you will connect to the systems and get the information. But the problem here is, if your data is at the normalized way and stored at a very low level, very aggregated information, which means that you have the transaction date. But someone can ask you, hey, what is my total sales for this month, for this product, in this geography location? If they ask this question, you have to tune your data, group by your data by month, by year, by geography, by product. So lot of joins, lot of group wise you need to do. That take a lot of time and processing. Sometimes the queries may run for a couple of hours. But people can't wait to take the decisions to just running the queries hours and hours, right? So it is not good idea to connect to the OLTP systems to retrieve the information for the business analysis purposes. Does it make sense? You understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that's where the warehousing, data warehousing concepts come into the picture. Okay, data warehousing concept is come into the picture, where the data warehouse is designed for the denormalized and having the data in the possible combinations. So you can create a data warehouse. Could you please mute yourself, Satya? Sahitya. Sorry. Okay. So there is a data warehousing system. There is a data warehousing system. Let me just give you. Let's take this is the data warehousing system. Data warehouse or DW or data mart. Just remember the words. Don't go into the further. We'll just go through each and every word and all these things. So there is a data warehouse system which is going to be denormalized, means all possible combinations are pre-computed and stored into the database, so that it is a fast enough, it has a lot of information, so you can get the lot of information pretty quickly by using the data warehousing system. But to transfer this data from your OLTP to data warehousing, we need a tool. We need a tool to load the data from the OLTP to OLAP. 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 Online analytical processing. Online analytical processing. So you can get a lot of information from the data warehousing. To transfer the data from the OLT to OLAP, we need a tool. So in Microsoft Business Intelligence components, there is a tool called SSIS, ETL tool. People call that one as a ETL. Okay, let me, not this one, just. So there is a tool called, to transfer the data from here to here, transfer, we need an ETL tool. ETL, that is SSIS, SQL Server Integration Services, is the tool which will help us to transfer the data from OLTP to OLAP. Once you transfer the data to OLAP, you can build the data into the dimensional modeling, means multi-dimensional cube structure. So when I ask, like, so what is my sales for this quarter for this product from this location? So I'm looking the data into 3-dimensional. So you can ask the question like this: what is my total sales for this quarter for this product from this geography for this organization? You can ask the multiple combinations at a time. So you want to model your data such a way that to answer that questions easily. So to model that one, your data, we need it. So you can just model your data in the form of cubes. If I go for the cube symbol, here you go. Okay, so cube 1, cube 2, cube 3. Just I'm placing. So you can build, model the data. It's called cube. So you can model your data, right? So to model your data, we need a tool called SSAS. So from here to here, so from here to here, we need a tool that is called SSAS. So let me just browse this tool. It's called the SSAS, SQL Server Analysis Services.
What is the difference between here? This is we are already taking the data from database to the OLP to online analytical person. Online analytical person, nothing but we are analyzing the data, correct?
No, that is the storage only. Again, this is the data warehouse, is the storage for the analysis purposes. So you are bringing the data from the transaction system to warehouse for the analysis purposes. Then you need to model
both. No, both will be database only. Data warehousing, database, both are data storing only.
Yes, data storing only with a different format. Okay, with a different format. Then you can model your data by using the SSAS. This is the next component. Then once you model the data, you can, using the reporting services. So there is a tool called reporting services. You can create the multiple reports here. So as a report 1, report 2, I can just call here reports. So these reports, you can just create the report by using the tool called SSRS. So by using the tool called by using the tool called SSRS reporting. So this is the SSRS, SQL Server Reporting Services. By using this one, you can connect, create the drill down report, drill through report, all kind of the different possible reports. Then these guys can directly consume the records from here. So they can talk to here and get their insights pretty quickly with all possible combinations. So this is the generic BI workflow. So you store the data into the OLTP system. By using the SSIS tool, you transfer all the data from your transaction system to the warehouse. By using the SSIS, you model your data such a way that it has the multi-dimensional structure. Then by using the SSRS, you can create the reports on top of it. Okay, this is the workflow.
So small clarification, sir, but actually, why don't you directly getting the data from the directly on the OLPT directly to analysis system? Why you want to, what is the main idea of why you want to store the data warehousing?
That is the denormalized. So basically, when you are trying to try the possible combinations or all these things, if you don't have the copy of the data, your transaction system goes down. Okay, your analysis is different system, and your transaction, you went to the bank, you try to withdraw the money or deposit the money, your system to be up to date and it should be fast. It should not hold for someone to analyze how much sales they have, right? You can't agree. So we need the two different source, one for the transaction, one for the analysis and reporting purposes. The analysis and reporting purposes is a separate system so that your regular day-to-day transactions won't affect. Does it make sense?
No, I understood very clearly. The analysis reporting system understood very clearly.
That's
And
really,
because we can understand which way we can take backup of that particular, we cannot work on directly server side. We can get the data from the server to our system, then we can start analysis like that way.
exactly.
The data warehouse?
Exactly. So your processing is a separate storage. Okay. So we are going to be cover all this end to end. This tool SSIS, how would you retrieve the data from the different sources to the warehouse? How would you create a warehouse? What is the difference between OLTP and OLAP, and how to load the data? Then we will go for the tool called SSIS, how to model your cubes, your data warehouse into the cubes, multi-dimensional model. There is a two types, tabular model and multi-dimensional model. How would you do that one? Then based upon that, how would you create the reports, SSRS report, drill down reports, drill through reports, how to manage your reports, how to share reports with the other websites, other people, all these things, all these three tools along with the SQL Server will be discussed. And there is a parallel system called the self-service BI. So this is the development enterprise BI. There is a, with the Excel, and by using the Power Query, and that is equivalent to the SSIS, and there is a Power Maps, okay, which is equivalent to the geography information kind of things, and there is a Power Pivot, which is almost equivalent to the tabular model of the SSIS, and the Power View. All these components clubbed together, and there is a tool created called Power View, or Power BI. Okay, Power BI. So this tool also one of
Power BI nothing but reporting only, sir.
It's not only the reporting. Power BI is a combination of the Power Query, Power Map, Power Pivot, Power View. So using the Power BI itself, you can get the data, you can do all your mappings, you can convert to the tabular model, you can report it. It has a lot of functionalities. It is a very powerful tool, but most of the time people use Power BI only for the reporting purposes. But Power BI is a self-service BI tool. It can be achieved end-to-end the business workflow with the Power BI itself. So we are going to be talking about the Power BI also. So which means we are going to cover the Excel, we are going to be cover the Power Query, Power Map, Power Pivot, Power View, and Power BI. So these components, so self-service BI components, along with the enterprise BI components like the SSIS, AS, and RS. Total BI we are going to be covered with our new course we are going to be starting from the next week. That is called the MSBI. If you go to our site, TekZenius, TekZenius.com, and before to go into that one, I would like to answer what kind of job opportunities you have in each level, right? So that is the main advantage. Why I need to learn all these things? Do I need to learn all, or what is the duration exactly? So do I need to learn all? How much I need to learn? What are the different kind of roles you have? Let me explain. you have the different various roles opportunities. One is SQL Server developer. Okay. So if you know the SQL Server in and out, then you are eligible for the SQL Server itself. So SQL Server developer. Next one is the BI developer. So you can go for the IS, AS, RS. So if you know all the tools, you are eligible for the BI developer role. And or you can just the ETL developer. So you just know focus on the only the SSIS. Then you are eligible for the ETL developer. And the SSAS developer. You just focus on the only SSAS, that is the SSAS developer, and the SSRS developer. So you have the lot of opportunities over here also. Or Power BI developer. Or you just know the SQL and Excel, you are the report analyst. Or you understand that how to handle the data, you are the PM. Business Intelligence BIPM. Okay, so these are the different various roles based upon your interest, based upon the knowledge what you got, you can eligible for one of these roles. If you know the one tool, you focus on SSIS 100% and you know the remaining things. So that is the selling point of it as a ETL developer. You can sell that I am a ETL developer, but I know all the two integration part. You know the SSRS, but you know the other things. So what I would suggest is at least one tool of these things would be end to end. Remaining tools good to know so that you can achieve your goal. The course duration we are targeting for the 10 weeks. Okay, 10 weeks, and it could be maximum 10 to 12. Okay, maximum 12 weeks, but we are targeting for the 10 weeks. And the batches are starting from the next Monday. And please listen, if you are really care about your job right now and you just need your job right now, the 12 weeks means 3 months. You need the in and out of all these things, and you need to prepare your resume and marketing, and that may take another month kind of things. So if you need your job in next 4 months, you have to enroll now. And if the batch started, the next batch will be after 12 weeks only. There will be no parallel batches are at this point of time. We are not planning anything. We are just having one batch for one period. We want to focus on the team. It's not the college or the course just to we say that, hey, we are done, you go. Not like that. We would like to help you to achieve your goal and your job. So we'll try to do our best. So mostly during this period, we will try to group the persons together. We'll try to give the one project, and you model yourself. You normalize first, design your OLTP system. Then by using our classes, use the concepts to load your data, your database, and then model yourself, dimensional model yourself. Then create reports yourself. So it's a kind of a parallel. It's always the working activity kind of things we are planning, and it's a limited people, limited seats, and once passed, the next batch will be after 3 months only. So to get the job, what's your question? I just see the last point. To get the job, this also demand experience. Yes.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this all things demand experience to get a job, right?
Obviously, yes, people are looking for the job. So basically the thing is, by understanding the end-to-end workflow, at least you can put your latest project into the resume saying that, hey, I did these things and I was focused in exercise, or I was focused.
So sir, at the end of this course, will you guys will be helping us to like prepare ourselves for the seeking job?
Yes, there is a company, right? Our TekZenius is associated to other company also. Yes, you can talk with our management. Definitely, they will help you to, if you are.
Sir, right now I am in Redmond, Seattle. So I'd like to have job here only.
Yes.
I have my working visa with me, but right now I am not employed.
That's fine. So, Kushbu, what you need to do is you need to talk with the people over here, come down over here and talk with them. They will definitely guide you how to apply for the job and all these things. Or what our course is targeted is making sure you attend for the interview. Okay, then you can definitely talk with our consultants over here, and they can help you to how to marketing your things, the marketing. So you can parallelly start after. Okay, let's completed SSIS. Then you can start looking into the SSIS jobs. Once you got that one, that's good. If you are not, then you can have the time to explore SSIS also. So You need not to wait to search for your jobs to complete the complete course. After each position, after each tool completed, you are happy to apply for the job, right? You have that's different kind of positions. It's not the single position where you have to complete total course, then only you can go for. Not like that. It's based upon your interest, based upon the tool completed, you can look for the job right away. So these are the informations. Okay, so
Thank you, sir.
yeah, to register this one, and you go to the TekZenius.com and courses, and there you have the MSBI, and it's currently marked down to actually $499, and for this training batch they asked me to reduce to $399, and that's going to be the $399, and which the course will be start from the next Monday. And the thing is, if you're really interested and have to enroll right away, I already talked with this CTO Bhaskar, and he offered me for next 3 days he's going to be have the 10% if you apply the coupon called Genius 10. Okay, this was not published anywhere in the web, nothing. I talked with him and I asked him what is the benefit for our students who attended right now than the public. So then he mentioned, okay, use the next 3 days. If you use a Genius 10, you'll get the 10% on top of 399. So it's going to be 360, something like that. So that's what I highly recommend, guys. If you are really serious about your job, and if you really want to learn on the deep, definitely I will make sure that I help whatever the best we can do. That's the one. But at the same time, I need your commitment. This is the commitment, right? This is not just the you completed the course, someone is coming to you and give the job. Not like that. If you spend one hour here, you have to spend 2 hours at your end. But definitely we are here to help you. And you got the team, and you have the we will create some WhatsApp group or something like that for the batch. You can circulate with that batch. You can talk with the individual, and you can meetups and all these things. So that way you can get the someone along with you to help you to achieve both of your goals.
Please repeat what you are going to cover in that session, high level.
High level, we are going to be covered SQL Server end to end. That's what end to end SQL Server, IS, SSIS, SSAS, SSRS, and the Power BI with the Excel. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Just you explain about like how we are going to link SSS, SSAS, SSRS, and ETLS. And also, can you please try to explain about how we are going to interlink with the Power Query to OLP system?
So basically, the thing is the Power Query is same as the SSIS. You can bring the data from the different sources by using the Power Query. Okay. Power Pivot will same as the SSAS, where you can model your data, and Power View is same as the SSRS. Okay, Power Map is just the another add-in to show your data in the graph format. So all these together, it's placed into the Power BI. The generic way is, okay, you have the source systems, sources. You need to transfer the data, transfer and process. Next step is transfer and process. Transfer and process. Next is presentation, reporting. This is the typical workflow. Right here, to do this one, we need the ETL. To do this one, we need the SSAS. To do this one, we need the SSRS.
Yeah, reporting nothing but like graphs and
exactly drill down reports, graphs, pie charts, okay, interactive reports, and all these things.
And I'm talking about what exactly extra benefit we getting compared to Excel sheet. Excel sheet we're getting a lot of getting the reporting format, but that we will getting more advantages SSRS.
SSRS is a web tool where you can go ahead and integrate with your website, and you can share with your people as a web link. It's SSRS is the web tool. Okay, and the other features. Okay, like here Power Query, and here it's going to be the same as, okay, this block is going to be the Power Query, and this block is going to be the, let's take
Power Pivot.
Exactly, Power Pivot. and this is going to be the Power View.
Why can't
Overview. Here all this is come as the Power BI. Power BI. Okay.
So Power BI is only for analysis and reporting only, sir?
It's you can bring the data and you can map the data and you can analyze and you can report all. So it's a self-service. So the tool ETL, SSIS, SSIS, SSRS for the enterprise purpose, Power BI for the self-service BI purpose. We'll talk about what is the differences. The self-service means the analyst without developer involvement, how you can create the real-time reports immediately. How can we change on all these things? For the small and medium business. For the enterprise business, how the ETLs and SSIS, SSIS are going to be helpful. And by the way, all these sessions will be along with attached with the work experiences and with the live scenarios. It's not going to be the textbook story kind of things. It's a kind of thing. How would you scenario based? In other words, I can say all our work, the course will be completed through the scenario based. Okay, if I have this scenario, how would you solve this issue? That is what we are targeting. Architecting, scenario based, focused on simplifying the things. Any questions?
What will be the timings?
The timing I mentioned.
Will be every day.
Same timings. 7 to 8.
I have a question, sir.
Yes.
Will you cover the Power BI also in the MSBI course?
That's right. That's what I mentioned. So we are going to be cover SSIS.
Actually, I am looking especially for Power BI. Is there any session only for the Power BI?
I will check with the team, but my class, my session is going to be the Enterprise BI and Power BI both together. It's not just only the Power BI.
Okay, Power BI end to end you will cover.
Yes, end to end.
Yeah. Okay.
So what enterprise, sir? You think Power BI on what? Enterprise what?
Enterprise BI means SSIS, AS, and RS.
Okay.
The Power BI is come under the self-service BI.
Self-service.
Any other question? Okay. Yeah, while you are enrolling, just try to use this Genius 10. That will give you the extra 10%, and this coupon is valid for till Wednesday. Okay. Thank you, guys. Have a good evening and take the decision.
How many weeks?
10 weeks. We are targeting for 10 weeks. It may go maximum 12 weeks. It's based upon the flow, how we are going, and what kind of scenarios maybe. I would like to cover the maximum possible, all the scenarios kind of things. That's why I just give the rough 2 weeks extra. But
you're calling from India or from US?
US.
Are you located physically located in India, or you are in somewhere in US?
Redmond, Bellevue. Okay. So
okay.
I located in Redmond and Bellevue, and we do have the in-person classes over here also. So that's where. So we have the now we started.
I would like to participate in person classes. I am also in Redmond.
Yeah, we see. Let's see. First, we'll try to target this one. Based upon that, I will let confirm you. Maybe you can call back to our office also. We will.
See, we have so many interruptions here. Not because there are natural interruptions on this forum, on this way of learning.
Definitely.
We are not always on the same page. We are not always on the same page.
I understand.
And things pile up each day.
If you are located in Redmond, I think the classes also is going to be really helpful for you. Definitely, I understand your concern. But yeah, let's see. We want to try to see the both ways. Maybe we can.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I don't mind making time and meeting you in person if you can make time for me. We need to have. We should be on the same page.
Yeah, understood completely. I agree with you. Okay.
Yeah, and there is a lag. I can tell you. I'm admitting it. I don't know if the rest of the 20 students would admit it, but there is a lag, a tremendous lag, and it keeps on piling.
Okay. Good to know. Maybe
because when I take a class from you before I go to bed, I shouldn't have any questions.